Mischief Night Indian Hill, and welcome back to Braves Beat.
As you all know, this is the day before Halloween, so if you haven't compiled a costume consisting of ugly sweaters from Goodwill, a giant banana suit, or a mask reminiscent of a recently deceased famous person yet, you might want to get on that.
Unless you know you're one of those people too cool for Halloween who wears normal clothing and claims to be a grown-up, stop spoiling Halloween for the rest of us, by the way.
Anyways, we've got some information on X-Blocks, honor societies, and the always popular topic of sports for you today. First off, football.
The season may be preparing for hibernation, but your Braves football team showed no signs of slowing down as they won their game against Finneytown last Friday at Tomahawk Stadium. What was the score again, Bryn? 14-13?
No, Gloria, it was actually 62-0. Nine touchdowns were scored, and despite the dreary weather, a full crowd of excited students filled the stands, only to fall asleep halfway through the second quarter after realizing that cheering with a lead of over 30 points wasn't really in good taste.
The team's now tied for first place in the CHL with rival Wyoming, who we play tonight. It's definitely going to be a tough game.
This battle of Cowboys and Indians will consist of touchdown passes and field goals, not trails of tears and destruction. So come out and support their team in their quest for CHL domination.
On the less violent side of the spectrum, the girls' tennis team who went to the state championships last weekend at OSU finished off their season with an awesome record of 19-1. They came in first place in Cincinnati and placed fourth in the state tournament. We'd like to congratulate the girls on a fantastic season overall and hope they can take the title next year.
The girls' soccer team was 11-4 as of 2 days ago. They played against Waynesville last night, although we can't tell you the results in this broadcast. You can ask the nearest girls' soccer player to find out the score of the game. Kaylee Flasker and Susan Plunkett certainly bought their A game.
The girls' golf team had a great year as well, with an impressive record of 21-1. They had the highest finish in the district tournament this year in the entire history of the golf program.
In completely unrelated news, I'd like to remind all of you that daylight savings time comes into effect at 2 a.m. this Sunday. Make sure to reset your clocks before school starts, or you may find yourself sleeping in a bed of detention slips on Monday morning. Not fun.
If you haven't noticed this already, this month's edition of The Chieftain came out this morning. There are articles on grade grubbers, the swine flu, sparkly vampires, and lots of other things. So make sure you pick up a copy or borrow one from a friend. I mean, come on, how else are you going to get through your Friday?
Anyways, to the seniors in the audience, we'd like to remind you to ask your teachers for college recommendations now if you haven't done so already, as most need a few weeks of time to adequately sum up the past 4 years of dealing with your poor, my dog ate my homework, excuses.
If you miss their deadlines, you can always ask the janitors, though if colleges get an essay about having to scrape the gum off every desk you touch, it's your fault, not theirs.
Remember, counselors want you to finish your applications before going on senior trip, which occurs in a little over 3 weeks from now. So if you haven't finished, or even started for that matter, you probably need to do so.
Also, we'd like to congratulate the women's cross-country team for finishing first in the CHL championships recently. Elizabeth Heinbach was named CHL Runner of the Year, and Coach Savage was named Coach of the Year for women's cross-country in the CHL.
In slightly more boring news, Tuesday is Plan Test Day for the sophomores. For those who don't know, the plan is sort of a practice ACT that predicts how well a student will probably do on the real thing. All sophomores are required to take the test, however, so make sure you have a good breakfast before the day, as well as a full night's sleep.
Powwow callbacks were held this week, so good luck to all those who auditioned and getting the roles they wanted. There may be limited acting opportunities, but if you don't make it, there's always room for more crew and pit members.
In other news, the induction ceremony for the National Honor Society is this Sunday at 3 p.m. If you're a to-be-inducted upperclassman and haven't turned in the $25 fee to Dr. Watson, make sure you do so soon. The money will help cover membership fees, the cost of your NHS PIN, and the beefing up of your college resume.
Students are expected to dress up for the ceremony, meaning no jeans, sneakers, or shorts. Those still wearing their Halloween costumes will not be allowed into the auditorium.
Anyways, we here at Braves Beat would like to wish all of you a happy Halloween full of fattening candy, epic pumpkins, and clever costumes. Remember to stay safe and only risk taking candy from strangers if it looks tasty.
See you next time, Indian Hill.